Hey there, Rock fam. Alright, today we're going to go ahead and do a quick unboxing, overview, setup, and possibly a review of the Tumble-Vibe 5 Vibratory Tumbler. This is a good vibratory tumbler for anyone on a budget. The first one that I made actually used the bowl from this because the bowl is actually cheap. Got my handy dandy rock knife here, apparently. I probably cut more boxes open with rocks than I do knives. But let's go ahead and take a look at this. It is well packaged. There's big old staples in there. Alright, let's see what we got. Got a nice little receipt, I'm assuming, or... Yep. I'm going to try to go ahead and drop a link on where you can go ahead and get this. You're going to go through what it all comes with here. So, first off, you're getting a set of grit. I'm not sure how good this grit is. We got 100, 120. I usually use 120, 220. We got a silicon carbide 700. Silicon carbide IOLOX. I have no idea what this is. And then hard stone polish Ray Bright TL. So this is actually different than what I'm used to using. So I'm going to have to go through and do a batch with that. I'm going to probably be doing something else first. But, so this guy here, you get 2 bowls. This costs like around $150 or something. Okay, so it's not that bad. Considering you're getting 2 bowls. If you buy these by themselves, they're $30 a bowl. So it's still really cheap. This is what I was actually using before. And with what I went and put together, like, I may have saved $30, but I didn't have 2 bowls. So in all reality, this is way cheaper than what I was doing before, or more cost effective, I guess you could say. All right, so you get 2 bowls, you get 1 lid, only 1 lid though, which I mean technically you can only use whatever, but I have another lid from my other bowl that I bought, so I can actually run this and my other one at the same time, since my bowl on there is all messed up. It's a nice little setup. I like that there's no real holes that are going down to the motor. On the Harbor Freight base that I'm using for the vibratory tumbler I've been using for a couple months, it's basically has some holes underneath this a rubber pad there that I had to go ahead and seal up. So this is actually a real nice tumbler there. Oh, vibratory platform, whatever you want to call it. All right, get a bolt, a nut, a couple little lockdown screws, which is something that I really think it was messing with mine before. I had a bowl that messed up, but it was completely on my own accord, my own fault because of how I was doing things. So I'm really excited to go ahead and set things up the right way with this. Yeah. Art and Science and Mass Finishing. You get a little guide about polishing rocks, which is actually kind of cool. Do not discard. Customer satisfaction and quality and stuff is inspected by Catherine and Kimberly. You get 2 people inspected. That's always nice. Operating instructions. Tumble-Vibe 10. 5 and 10. We got the 5. The 10 would be the next. Would be a nice one to get. A little bit of using different grits and capacities, and the time that you should do it, which is kind of nice. Since they're using 100, 120, I almost wonder if a lot of beach polished stones could actually skip rotary tumbling, which we currently do. Let's see here. Is there any setup instructions? Something I should read here just in case. No, health and safety. Alright, so there is no setup instructions or anything. No general setup instructions. Never mind. Let me take that back really quick. Blah, blah, blah. Motorized base, 2 bowls, clear, 2 rubber nuts. Inside the top bowl, you'll find 4 bags, whatever. It's kind of there all over, but whatever. Alright. Secure the bowl to the tumbler base using one of the 4 nuts provided after tightening. There should be a bulge in the rubber nut. This is normal and prevent the bowl from vibrating up. Okay, so this doesn't... See, I was figuring I might say something in here about these this nut and this washer here, just because they are going to be put on there. I know what I have to do pretty much. I'm just wondering if it's actually going to go ahead and say something, because essentially what you're going to do with this, you take this nut, put it on here. Oop, washer away. Little washer. Screw this in. Like so. Oh, let me get you guys down here a little more, hey? So, this little bar that comes with this needs to screw into the base. I took the nut, screwed it on a little ways. We're putting the washer down there, and essentially what we're going to do is screw this into the vibratory base until it will not screw no more. And then we're going to take this here and we're going to lock that down. I'll take some pliers to that here in a bit. That's actually probably fine the way it is, but we'll take some pliers to that. As far as the bowls go, the bowls just go ahead and slide over top. You fill it with media. It's always good to go ahead and weigh it. I always weigh mine around 4 pounds, 4.5 pounds, and then fill the rest with ceramic. And then see what this has over what I was doing is this actually has a lock nut for the bowl, which is really nice. I had to make a bunch of stuff to kind of adapt in here, and it wasn't putting pressure down on here, it was putting pressure down on the outside, and that was my problem before. But you can kind of just take this little rubber nut there, screw it in, lid goes on, same thing at the top here. This is nice too, because the nut actually has rubber, versus before I was using a rubber washer, a flat washer, a metal flat washer, and then I was using a twist-on thing. So this actually seems like it's on there pretty good. We're going to go ahead and take some rocks that I had from my last bowl when it messed up. I'm going to throw them in there. We're going to get it running just so we can give it a good little cycle and kind of see how it runs. I'm going to go ahead and get all that, throw it in here, and I will go ahead and turn the camera back on because there's not too much sense in doing that. It'd be boring to watch. Be right back. Alright, so we filled her up here. This stuff is actually kind of red. I'm not sure if it has some rhyolite in there or what, but we're going to go ahead and check this out. We're going to see how good these rocks spin here. I really like this design though. This is going to be more like a wash cycle, but I got some water in this right now. But I really like this design because these rubber washers are going to clog any holes and no water should escape and actually get down near your motor, which is awesome. You shouldn't run this on something that isn't completely level. This is fairly level, but I usually run this on the floor just because, well, I know it's level. So we're going to run this for a little bit. We're going to see how it goes. I'm going to let it run for a little while, and then after these are cleaned up and polished in a day or two, I'm actually going to run a batch, and that will be the follow-up probably to this video. Well, you know, the follow-up to the review part of it. We're going to go ahead and run this and see how this goes. Let's bring you down here some. Alright, let's check her out. Keep spinning. There you go. Getting some good stuff going on. It's all about the motion. You want it to kind of like pull in. And sometimes right away it doesn't get going doing that. It has to, you know, do its thing. But definitely seems like it's running pretty good. Alright, it's definitely running pretty good. I'm going to say one thing right now. The button being on the plate, I don't like that. This thing's shaking, and it would be nice to have this button like down here where it's not vibrating. So that's one thing I got to say about this right now. But other than that, I mean, it's a small thing. I can live with that. But you want to have this on a flat surface for sure, because these vibratory tumblers, they have a motor with weights on one or both ends, and they're spinning around. And if it's not on a level surface, it's going to destroy your motor and everything, and you don't want to do that. I'm going to let these run for a couple days. We'll come back. We'll see what this looks like. I'll give you a little bit more opinion on it, and then we'll go ahead and tumble a whole batch for the follow-up to this. All right, Rock fam, we're back. We're gonna go ahead and wrap up this review of the Tumble-Vibe 5. Overall quality, like durability, build quality, it's nice. It works good. I don't see it having any kind of problems anytime soon. Unlike my Frankenstein rig that I made, it had issues with water getting out. This is like super watertight, not a drip anywhere. Like I didn't even have anything come out the lid, which I usually do on my other little Frankenstein vibe machine I made. So by far, I wish I would have bought this right out the gate instead of playing around and going through the trials and tribulations of trying to make something work. As far as performance goes, we went and threw in some rocks that were in our other tumbler but died, and they just need to be polished. We put them through polish. They came out really, really nice. I'd have to say one of our top two, top three batches of rocks ever type of thing. I'll just show you some stuff here. But yeah, they got really, really nice shine on them. This was a jewelry run, but as you can see, they came out good. Show these last couple little guys here just because they're cool. That guy I didn't think would make it through. I like the other side there, little bots, little botroidals in it, some drusies. Focus on rock, not me. But yeah, they came out nice. Top in here, take that. All right, so this little guy here got a lot of stuff. You can actually go ahead and check out the video if you want to see the rest of it. But there was a lot of stuff in here that turned out really nice. Got a nice mirror finish on it. Super happy about it. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about noise. As far as noise goes, this vibratory tumbler, it's going to be noisy. You want to run it in your basement. You want to put it somewhere, but you don't want to put a box over it. If you put a box over it, it can actually overheat your motor. So don't do something like that. Put it under a stairway or somewhere where it's out of the way and you're not going to hear the noise near as much. They are louder than a rotary tumbler. Easy use was really good. It's a vibratory tumbler. It's pretty simple to use once you know what you're doing. There was really no problems with it at all. Everything was pretty smooth. As far as the value goes, it is, in my opinion, at least in my experience, is probably the cheapest, best entry-level vibratory tumbler you can get. It does 4.5 pounds of rocks. It's a 5-pound tumbler. You're gonna have to put some media in there. You're not gonna want to run stage 1. This is a stage 2, 3, 4 kind of thing. This is for your finishing stages, not for your shaping. If you do your shaping in this, I think it probably ain't gonna handle it all well. I mean, it'll do all right, but your bowl's gonna break down a lot faster. Your motor's gonna wear down a lot faster. Do your stage 1 in a rotary tumbler. It's by far the best thing to do. As far as problems I have with it, 2 things I don't like about it. Okay, they're really basic. They're not even nothing bad. The button. The button's actually on the shake table. So when this starts shaking, you're trying to hit this button while this thing is vibrating all over the damn place. Kind of a pain in the butt. It's nothing horrible. It's nothing that's ever going to keep me from stop using it. I mean, I would buy another one if it came down to it. Don't regret that choice at all. Second thing is these little nuts. They are awesome. They are beautiful. They seal the holes and also hold your bowl down very well. However, as you know, with anything tumbler or stuff that's vibrating around and getting beaten around so much, you got to make sure things are snug and tight. And when you use these, they snug on really good. But sometimes when it comes down to getting them off, it's kind of a little bit hard. And I've had to use some pliers to grab them and turn them. It'd be nice if there was some like fins or some kind of texture for you to grab. After this has been bouncing around with a bunch of rocks and got a little slurry and stuff on it, it's kind of hard to grab, and I had to use pliers a couple times. I don't expect that to change. I'm perfectly fine with that. I'll deal with it. So as far as final recommendation goes, I definitely recommend it. I highly recommend the Tumble-Vibe 5. Haven't tried their bigger ones yet, but as far as the Tumble-Vibe 5 goes, I give it 2 thumbs up. I am completely behind them on this. It's an awesome little unit. It's cheap, gets you going, and best of all, you got 2 bowls. You can actually have a polish bowl, a bowl dedicated to polish. All in all, I love it. It's a good product, and if you're looking to get a vibratory tumbler, I highly recommend you check them out. If you guys have any questions, comments, stuff like that, ask them below. I will definitely go and make sure to go through them and answer everybody's questions. As far as the Tumble-Vibe goes, I'm going to continue using it. If anything comes up and kind of changes my opinion, I'll make sure to update this before I post it, or just, maybe I'll send some updates in the comments if something changes, but I really don't see that happening. Not anytime quick, at least. So everybody, Tumble-Vibe 5, good. Have a great day. Deuces, Rock fam.